What's going on, guys? This is Ep.5 and welcome to episode 5 of my Swansea City career mode. As you can see, we're starting off the episode with some training. Just a quick disclaimer for this episode and probably for the next few episodes. Not a lot of stuff are going to happen outside of the actual football, so hopefully you all enjoy the gameplay and stuff. But yeah, we've got our first game coming up at the Liberty Stadium. It's our first round that we've played in the Carabao Cup. It's up against Southampton, so not the easiest first draw. As you can see here, pretty much it changed 11 from the team that probably played last in the Premier League, giving a lot of players some of their first games of the season. We've got the likes of Callum Gribbin coming in at centre attacking midfield, Jay Fulton playing. We've got Ayew out on the left, Narsing on the right with Abraham up top, and a change back line as well. Southampton had a fairly strong team out. They went sort of 50-50 with their players on rotation. Shane Long's obviously always a danger up front, and the likes of Buffal playing for them. Dusan Tadic as well. Dusan Tadic, rather. Did we go for any of these players in the transfer window? I don't think we did. There's obviously Van Dijk that's still there. He was a very decent player. But yeah, so like I said, Southampton got a fairly strong team out. Definitely not one that can be pushed over. But yeah, you know, Carabao Cup, a lot of people don't know what to think of these cups. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I really enjoy these cups being played just because it gives you an opportunity to maybe play players that you wouldn't have usually played, or, you know, if there's a player that you don't really want to start in the Premier League but you want to see what they're like, it's a good chance to see what they're like in the cup games. So first play of the game, 17 minutes in, the ball comes out to Ayew into Keeson Young, back into Gribbin, who good ball work, keeps the ball close to his feet, and his shot gets blocked by Virgil van Dijk. I think you'll be able to see from the replay here. I'm not sure whether this one was going in, but it's a decent bit of play nonetheless from Gribbin. He looks decent, he looks solid, the youngster. But we're going to take the corner from this. Keeson Young is going to take it. He puts it into Abraham, who tests the keeper, and then Mike van der Horn at the back post scores on probably, I'm guessing this is his first start of the season. Yeah, great start for him as we go 1-0 up in the 20th minute. Not the most spectacular goal coming from a corner and then a tap in, but Abraham does well on the first corner, the first header rather, and like I said, it falls very nicely to Mike van der Horn at the back post. So we'll take them all day, and going 1-0 up in this cup run is a very good start. And yeah, going back to what I was saying, about the cup games. It's always good to start off youngsters as well, and this, like the likes of like Van der Horn and Bartley are playing here, who I wouldn't usually start in the Premier League, as Southampton have some nice build-up play here. The ball gets into Shane Long, Mike Van Horn blocks it brilliantly, Jay Fulton fails to clear, and I believe it's Tadic put the ball into the back of the net. It was a great block from Van der Horn. He just went up the other end and scored, and as you can see here, this shot here from Shane Long, it was a great block, and then it was just a mess in the box, and Dusan Tadic from 6 yards out isn't really going to miss that one. Nordveld can't really do much about that. And yeah, we find ourselves level at 1-1. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, you know, just nice to get some of the youth players. And like I said, Mike van der Horn, Bartley, who wouldn't usually have the chance. As Abraham goes through 1-on-1, yeah, the less said about that finish, the better. That was probably my fault, but a poor finish nonetheless. But yeah, Olsen also hasn't had a lot of game time, and Angel Rangel, who's just passed the ball there, hasn't had a lot of game time, so it's definitely useful, and yeah, I'll definitely be taking these cup runs serious, and I hope to try and, you know, get as far as I can and play as much different players as I can and see how they play together. As Ayew misses a chance there just now, that was a decent opportunity after a good bit of play by him. Now 30 minutes into the game, Martin Olsen down the left hand side. He'll play this one into Keeson Young. Keeson Young with a nice back flick into Narsing, turns the defender well, and that's pretty much learnt me a lesson not to ever shoot again with Narsing's left foot. Olsen down this left hand side wins a corner off the right back. I believe it's Jeremy Pied. I could be pronouncing that completely wrong. Keeson Young to take this corner. We scored off one earlier, good chance there, but Ayew's headers defended well. Ball comes into Martin Olsen on the edge of the box here, who's just playing with it. He'll play this one into Gribbin into Keeson Young, who holds off the defender well. It could have maybe gone for a penalty there, but he doesn't. It's still Keeson Young on the ball, just trying to find out his options as the ball comes into Olsen. Olsen does well, tries flicking that one into the box. It comes out to Keeson Young. Keeson Young 1-2 with Gribbin. Keeson Young takes a shot, and it comes off the post with his left foot. And I just said Keeson Young about 10 million times. in the same sentence. But good play from Key. On his left foot, he did really well in the Palace game, I believe it was a couple of episodes ago. So I'll definitely be trying to get him involved this season, as I believe that's Stephen Davis. No, that's not Stephen Davis, but whoever it was that took the free kick, it was a decent effort. Chance here for Southampton. Shane Long squares it into the box, but it's great defending from Kyle Bartley, and he gets the ball rid into Callum Gribbin. I believe it's Callum Gribbin anyway, and he gets the ball back off Tammy Abraham there into Luciano Narsing, and that's a really tidy finish into the bottom left corner. 60th minute, we got 2-1 up, and I'm happy with that goal. That's great play. Came down from the other end where Bartley stopped that square getting into the box, and I believe it was Abraham anyway. It could have been IU that flicked the ball through to Gribbin, who ran through and then played the ball into Narsing. That ball there into Gribbin, and then Gribbin just draws the defender in. Narsing's free, and it's a really tidy finish there to put it into the bottom left corner. 60th minute, that pretty much means I'm going to probably set back for this now and try and keep on to the 1-goal advantage, try and see this game out for the last half hour. I don't think I did make any substitutions directly from that goal, but Keeson Young wins the ball back in our half here. Jay Fulton passes it into Klukas, who I brought on. I brought him on instead of Gribbin. The ball gets played down to Narsing here, who's very quick, got the pace in the defender. He'll put it into the back post. Abraham with the chest. Abraham with a shot. And that's a very tidy finish from the young Englishman on loan from Chelsea. As you can see, he looks absolutely nothing like himself. And I believe he's 6'3" in game. And he's 6'5" in real life. So that's why I've kind of been like not too keen on playing him over Boney, and who else have we got? We've got McBurney as well, who I think I did end up bringing on in this game. But yeah, he's just, I don't know, he should be 6'5", and it doesn't feel right playing with him when he's 6'3". But he finishes that one nonetheless. Great play involved by Narsing and Klukas, I believe. No, Rangel played the ball to Narsing. Great chance here late on. Luckily for me, it fell to Virgil van der Wijk and didn't do much damage in the end. But we're coming up to the later stages of the game now as the ball comes into Klukas. Klukas into Ollie McBurney. He does a little sidestep, tries chipping the keeper at the back post, and it's a very decent effort. And then a couple of minutes later after that, the referee blows the whistle to confirm the 3-1 win for us. And we're on to the next stages of the Carabao Cup. Like I said, very happy with that, and hopefully, even if you guys want to suggest teams or players that I use in the Cup, then do let me know if there's any players you want to see play. But yeah, this next bit of scene, I guess, whatever. Anyway, that email was basically Oliver McBurney getting confirmed that he's going out to loan, but that's only when January starts, so it's not too bad. I've got Abraham for the rest of the season. Boney's playing well, so I don't mind that at all. But the next game is up against Watford again at the Liberty Stadium, so we've had 2 home games now in a row. We're still top of the table, haven't lost a game yet, but neither have West Brom, Southampton, Chelsea. I think that was even Brighton there that hadn't. This is our team, as you can see, fairly normal team. Rafael Fernandez, Mawson, Barber, and then we've gone for Britton and Sanchez in the midfield. We started Narsing after his cup performance. I thought he played very, very well. Got an assist and a goal, so that's why we played him. Here's Watford's team, a very, very good front four there with Lucas, the new signing, Lucas Moura, Pereira, I believe it's Carrillo left midfield, and then Solomon Rondon up front. So that's a decent strike force from them. But yeah, I think the midfield is definitely my highest, I'm trying to think what to say. It's probably the hardest position to get into in the team. Britain's going to be starting a lot of the games, I won't lie, but other than that, it's up for competition. As you can see here, 11 minutes into the game, and what a finish that is from Carrillo. I can't even be mad at that. And some reason, whenever teams score against me, they have this mad obsession with running up to the manager. But fair play to Watford. 10 minutes into the game, like I just mentioned, now we haven't lost a game all season. We've only drawn one as well, the rest have been wins, so very decent start from Watford. 12 minutes in, I knew they were going to be a hard team to play against with the new signings especially, but that's a great ball from Pereira, and what a finish from Carrillo. First time there into the right hand corner, and Fabianski can't really do anything at all. I think even Rafael defended it well at right back. It's such a perfect ball and such a perfect finish. Got unlucky, but Great start from Watford. The ball comes into Pereira here now, into Salomon Rondon. He'll get it to Doucouré, who gets lucky, it falls to him. And then a poor bit of defending by me. The ball comes to Salomon Rondon, free on the left-hand side of the edge of the box. And I don't think, that Fabianski should be getting beat there at his near post. That's a bit of a gutter. Yeah, like I mentioned, I don't think Fabianski should be getting beat there at his near post. But it's a good finish nonetheless. It was poor defending from me. That ball there and that ball there were perfect, to be fair. But I should have stopped Doucouré earlier on in the move. But yeah, we're in a very unfamiliar position. It's a decent finish, to be fair. I can't be too mad. But yeah, we find ourselves in a very unfamiliar position. 2-0 down before half-time. And I think what we really needed to do was try and get a goal back just before half-time, if it was possible. Boney comes close there. I believe that actually took a deflection and went out for a corner. Mawson will try and win the ball back here off Salomon Rondon. Doesn't manage to first of all, but the ball falls nicely for Federico Fernandez. Into Narsing, who takes a very good touch. He'll play this one into Jonathan Vieira. Into Boney, and Baba Rahman's actually the furthest man forward. He gets himself one-on-one with the keeper, Baba Rahman. And it's a very poor finish. It's not really your most preferred player you want in that position. But I do still think Baba Rahman, he's not the worst player on the pitch to be in that position. But if we didn't get a goal at the end of that first half, I think we're in big trouble. Maybe a goal's needed at the start of this second half. And we started off. Vieira gets the ball here. He plays it into Renato Sanchez, who will find Wilfred Boney. Boney finds Scott Sinclair now, who's on the left-hand side of the box. Plays it back into Wilfred Boney. Takes a shot. And that's a great finish into the right-hand corner. Wilfred Boney and Rondon are actually the two top goal scorers in the league, I believe. I think Rondon's on 6 after that goal. And I believe Boney's on 5 after that goal. It could be 5 after that goal. But yeah, decent effort from Boney. We really needed that early on in the second half. Like I said, I think a goal at the end of the first half would have been preferred, but early on in the second half is just as good, so we'll take it. And it's a good platform to propel ourselves on from. Carrillo now down this left hand side of the box. He did cause problems all day, and we were very lucky not to concede a good chance. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Pereira that had the chance. But corner now, later on into the game. And as you can see, I think that's McBurney that tries to go up for the header. The ball comes into Mawson. Mawson shoots. It falls nicely for Boney. And we managed to get ourselves level 2-2. And we've still got plenty of time left to try and nick a winner. 79th minute. I mean, debatably, there's definitely room for one more goal in this game, and Watford, I'm sure, will attack me. I'll definitely be attacking them. We did get very lucky with that goal, the way it just fell to Boney. I thought it even might have been offside, but when the ball comes to him, you always fancy him to score in that position. And yeah, 2-2 now to hold on at the back and try and push forward for the win. As you can see here, Watford kicked us off, and 86 minutes on the clock now. Leroy Fair wins the ball back. He'll pass it into Baba Rahman, who'll get it into Renato Sanchez. Sanchez into Scott Sinclair. Leroy Fair's making the overlap on this left-hand side. Can he pick out a good ball? He can't, first of all. Fair wins it into Scott Sinclair. And it's a good tackle from Watford. But they fail to get the ball clear. Renato Sanchez into McBurney. McBurney into Boney. And Boney strikes it on the left foot. And it goes into the top corner. 3-2, 89th minute. I was very happy with that. A hat-trick from Boney. And we're just minutes away, or seconds away even, from getting a great comeback result here. Karnezis in goals there could do nothing about that. I will point you to something that will definitely need to be fixed. Look at the way Boney shoots this now. I'm not even sure what that was. It was like a weird Rabona. Like, look at his... yeah... That'll definitely need to be fixed. It's a good finish. It's not right in the corner, but I think he took it so quickly, and probably with his leg technique, caught the keeper slightly off guard. But yeah, I'm well chuffed with that to go 3-2 up very late on into the game. As you can see there, Boney gets his 7th goal, overtaking Rondon for top goal scorer in the league. Watford still had time to try and get a goal back. Miguel Britos here on the ball. He plays it into Pereira. Debatable penalty shout there, and we can't quite get the ball clear. Britos takes a strike, and Fabianski makes the save, and that for me will do the game very, very nicely. Yeah, just mad scenes at the end there. We were 2-0 down, managed to get the goal. I think the goal just after half time would have been the big turning point, but yeah, a hat-trick from Boney. So a great way to end this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Like I said, there won't be too much things in between the games and stuff. I'll try and do more in between the games. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll hopefully see you next time.